All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive, and this time we are diving into TikTok.
Yes, TikTok is back.
Yeah, it's
It's back.
a big deal. Remember when
Yeah.
everybody thought it was going to be gone? It was like
banned.
Yeah, it was going to be banned.
Yeah.
And then they kind of got a reprieve, and as of
A stay of execution.
Valentine's Day 2025, it's back.
At least for now.
At least for now.
Yeah.
So we're going to deep dive into what this whole thing means for us as users,
Mm.
for the brands that are on TikTok,
Mhm.
for the future of social media.
Right.
What does this mean for the future? So
yeah.
let's get into it.
You know, it's really interesting to think about just how quickly this app came out of nowhere. I mean, it really did kind of come out of nowhere.
It took the world by storm.
It did. It was Douyin
Yeah.
originally, and then just boom.
Yeah, and then suddenly everybody was doing the dances.
Yeah.
And everybody had the song stuck in their head.
That's right. And there was
I think
thinking at the time,
Yeah.
oh, this is just a fad, this is just a trend.
Yeah.
But it's stuck around.
Yeah.
Because the
Uh-huh.
algorithm that for your page, it's
Yeah.
very addictive.
Yeah, and they personalize it so well.
That's right, yeah.
So it gives you exactly what you want.
And it knows what you want.
Yeah, and then it gives you more of that.
Before you even know you want.
Yeah. Yeah, and it really is just short form videos.
Yeah.
Done really, really
And
cool.
that's, part of the secret sauce, right? That's figure it out.
And then it's also like, it's not just silly dances anymore.
No,
It's not just dances. It's like, it's commentary.
Commentary.
Yeah, crowd events,
Yeah. It's a real
Yeah.
marketplace of ideas.
political discussions even,
Oh, yeah. It's become very influential
Yeah.
in our culture.
which is interesting because
Yeah.
that's kind of where the whole problem came from.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of the reason why it was almost banned.
Yeah, it got so big.
Yeah, it got so big and the growth was so fast
Yeah,
that it kind of raised some eyebrows in
Yeah.
Washington.
especially since it's owned by a Chinese company.
Yeah, ByteDance.
Back to, and so there were concerns about,
Yeah, data security.
yeah, is our data safe? Is the Chinese government gonna
Right.
use this to
Right.
spy on us?
Propaganda? Or
Propaganda?
that, yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't know
Well, and
if our data is safe, but
this led to Trump trying to ban it.
back in 2020,
Back in 2020, yeah.
he was like,
yeah.
nope,
It's
you're gone.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
Well, they had to go through the courts.
Yeah,
it
that's
went
right.
through.
the whole legal battle, and they got reprieves. And then
Yeah.
they were even talking about
They were even talking about ByteDance.
selling off to American companies.
Yeah, selling it to Oracle
Yeah,
or Microsoft. There
Yeah.
were all these different things.
there were all these rumors
Bizarre.
flying around.
Yeah,
So it was,
crazy.
yeah, it was a crazy time. And even now,
Yeah.
it's back, but it's under this PAFICA Act.
Right.
So it's like
the Protecting Americans from Foreign
control,
Control of
critical infrastructure.
Critical Infrastructure Act.
Yeah.
But basically,
So it's like they're saying, okay,
yeah.
it can be back, but we're still watching you.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, and they had to be like assurances from
Yeah.
the Attorney General
Yeah.
to even get back on Apple and Google.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's like,
And even then, it's just 75 days.
it's temporary.
So it's like,
yeah, who knows what's going to happen after that?
who knows? That's the big question.
Yeah, and so I'm thinking about like
Yeah.
all those users.
Yeah, all those millions of users.
Yeah, and it's like 1 in 4 TikTok users
Yeah.
is under 20 years old.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's like a whole generation.
It's a whole generation that's grown up with this
Yeah,
as part of their lives. And
and for brands,
oh yeah, for brands, this is huge.
this is huge
Yeah,
because they've had to adapt to
absolutely.
this whole new way of
To this whole new
Yeah.
way of marketing.
advertising and marketing.
Yeah, because the old ways don't work.
It doesn't work.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just put up a
No.
billboard and
It's got to be authentic.
yeah, it's got to be
It's got to be influencer driven.
yeah, and it's got to be like
You got to get creative.
creative and fun.
Yeah.
Like think about
Remember that ocean spray video?
Yeah,
That went viral.
with the guy skateboarding
Yeah.
drinking cranberry juice.
Yeah. And listening to
And listening to Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. It was
Yes,
like
that was
nobody planned that.
Nobody planned that.
It wasn't planned.
It was like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
perfect
Yeah.
thing.
And it just took off.
And it just took off.
And then there was the Chipotle lid flip challenge.
Yeah. Or even just like
Yeah.
the songs that have gone viral
Oh yeah, the songs.
because of TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of marketing.
Yeah, and it's really changed the game for everybody.
And you see Instagram and YouTube
Oh yeah.
trying to catch up.
Reels.
Reels.
Shorts.
Yeah. It's like,
They're all trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to do what TikTok did.
yeah, how to replicate that magic.
Yeah.
And they're not quite there yet.
Not quite.
They're trying.
They're trying.
Yeah. So what happens next?
That's the question.
Yeah, because this 75 days,
It's ticking.
it's ticking.
Yeah.
And after that, who knows?
Well, I think we could see a few things happen.
Yeah.
One, TikTok could really
Yeah.
start to really try to increase its transparency and address these
Yeah.
data security concerns.
Yeah, like really be public about.
Yeah, show us what you're doing.
Yeah, what are you doing with our data?
Yeah.
Show us that you're not giving it to the Chinese government.
Yeah, we could see them restructure their operations.
Yeah.
Maybe even move
Yeah.
some of their stuff out of China.
Yeah, to a different country that we trust more.
Yeah, or we could even see
Yeah.
them just engaging in
Yeah.
legal battles
Yeah.
to just try to fight for their place
Yeah.
in the market.
Just keep fighting.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
fighting it out in the courts.
Yeah. And just hope that they can win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also,
Or
Uh,
maybe they'll just
yeah.
double down on innovation.
Yeah.
And just come up with new features.
New features.
that are even more addictive.
Yeah.
That even more
that blow everything else out of the water.
that blow Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts out of the water.
Yeah.
That's a possibility too.
And it's like,
Yeah.
we just have to wait and see what happens.
I'll have to wait and see, but this is a story that's not over.
No.
This is a story that's going to continue.
Yeah. And it's a story that really affects us all.
Yeah.
Because if you use TikTok,
Yeah.
if you create content,
Yeah.
if you just follow social media trends,
Yeah.
this is a story that you need to be paying attention to.
It is, because
Yeah.
it's going to have big implications for all of us.
Yeah. And, one of the things I think is really interesting about this
Yeah.
is that it really raises this question of like,
Yeah.
where is the line between technological innovation
Right.
and national security?
Yeah.
Like on the one hand,
Yeah.
we want
innovation.
we want these amazing new technology.
You want these new apps.
Yeah, these new platforms that connect us with people all over the world,
Right.
but we also don't want to be spied on.
Right.
We don't want our data
We don't want to be
to
vulnerable.
be,
Yeah.
taken advantage of.
And how do we balance those two?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
It's a tough question.
And there's no easy answers.
Yeah,
And honestly, I think that what happens with TikTok
Yeah.
is going to set a precedent
It really could.
for how we
For how the
what's
world
it- yeah, the whole world.
approaches this issue going forward.
Yeah.
With all kinds of apps.
Yeah, it's a big deal
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
TikTok is back,
for now.
but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, is this a good thing?
Do you
Is
think
it a bad thing?
TikTok should be banned?
Yeah.
Do you think it should be allowed to operate freely?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you think about this whole issue of data privacy versus, freedom of innovation?
Yeah.
It's a complicated issue.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts.
And we'd love to
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
hear from you.
Yeah. All right, until next time.
See ya.
We'll see you later. Bye.